Hello and welcome back. I hope you are well. In this video, I want to show you my favourite everyday art supplies as of August 2022. And these are my favourite art supplies that I use daily or near daily. So I have art supplies that I also love that I use less frequently, and they're not going to show up in this video. I'm going to start off with pencils. And I will start the pencil category with my two most used mechanical pencils, which are the Graph Gear 1000 in 0.9 with a HB lead, and a 0.7, and this is a Faber Castell, and the 0.7 is in 2B. And the lead I use is Einstein lead. I also have a 0.5 HB as well for details, and I usually only bring that one out specifically for more detailed drawings, whereas the other two I use the most frequently. I also have a mechanical pencil in 0.7, which is by Pentel as well, which is the P207. And the lead is coloured lead, and at the moment I have orange in there, but I also in the barrel have a mint blue and a pink lead, and it'll be a surprise which one comes out when I'm done with the orange. And I don't just use mechanical pencils, I also use clutch pencils, and most of my clutch pencils I have are by Koh-i-noor, and the lead that I use inside them are from a few different brands. So in my yellow clutch pencil I have Faber Castell 2B, and the 2B from them is a little bit harder than the Japanese lead I'm used to, so the Einstein lead, and also the wooden pencils I'll be getting onto in a minute. So this is a really good early sketch stage pencil for me. It's quite light, but it can get reasonably dark too. And the other one that I use quite frequently is a shorter one with Koh-i-noor 4B lead inside it. You can also get coloured lead to use in it, and I do sometimes use those, but not on an everyday basis, so they're not in this video. Moving on to the wooden pencils that I like to use, the one that I love that is quite, I'd say it's reasonably priced, especially where I live. It might be different depending on where you live and what's available for you, but the Mitsubishi 9850 in HB, and you can get some of the 9800 line in B and 2B, I believe, but I haven't tried them. And you can get a box of 12 of these for £9.99 or something like that on Amazon. It's not bad at all for 12 pencils. But this is a really, really nice all-round pencil. It's quite soft for a European HB because this is Japanese lead, which tends to be on the softer end. Keeping with the sort of Japanese end of pencils, I also have the Tombow Mono 100, and a lot of people rave about these pencils. I only recently got this pencil, but I've been using it nearly daily since I got it. It's already getting a lot shorter than when I first bought it. And this one is in a B, and it is, I'd say it comes out a little bit softer than the Mitsubishi. Even though it is a B, it would be slightly softer, but I'd say it's slightly softer than a B I'd expect from Mitsubishi, judging from the HB. And it's just buttery smooth. It's a pleasure to draw with, but it is a lot more expensive. So just bear that in mind if you're interested in ever getting them. And keeping with the expensive side, I have Blackwing pearls. Now, I treated myself to a box of these for Christmas last winter, and I got the pearl because it's the balanced pencil, so it's between soft and hard on their scale, and I've been loving them. This is the second one I've used so far, and they just feel really, really smooth. There's I I wish I could describe them a little bit better than just smooth and buttery and easy to write with, but and easy to draw with, but it's honestly something that you have to feel and draw with yourself. Moving on to the pens, I'm going to start with really cheap ones. We're going from expensive pencils to cheap pens. Just a normal Bic biro. And you can start really, really light, like you would with a pencil, and then build it up so it's not quite as intimidating as a straight black ink pen, which we are moving on to next. So I'm going to start with the fine liners I use. I currently use the Pigma Microns, but that's partially just because those are the ones I have. I might try out Uni Pen next for the fine liners. I use the Uni Pen brush pen frequently, which you'll see a lot in the brush line art that I do, but I haven't tried the ordinary fine liners yet. And then to go along with the brush pen, a little bit thicker than the Uni Pen, is the Pentel pocket brush pen, which most artists I've come across use or hate. They'll either love it to pieces or they'll have tried it and they just don't like it. My experience with the Pentel pocket brush pen is I love it when I find the right paper for it, and that's the big thing with the Pentel brush pen. It feathers more than any other ink in any pen I have ever come across, and you have to find, or at least I have to find, very specific paper that doesn't feather. So my most commonly used sketchbook, the Art Creation, it tends to feather in that. I've found that it often feathers in moleskin slightly. One of the sketchbooks I've found that it doesn't feather in for me is the one that I've just started recently, which is a Hahnemuller one, which I'll be introducing in a video soon, and I can show you how it looks on that. It looks lovely. So I definitely use the pocket brush pen on a frequent basis, but it does also partially depend on what sketchbooks I currently have in my active rotation at the moment. And at the moment I do have one that it's fine in. And then to finish up the sort of ordinary pens, drawing pens section, I just have a jelly roll in white. I know some people use a different kind of white pen. Some people seem to have a love-hate relationship with jelly rolls as well. I found that they work okay for me, so I just keep using them. I don't find any others in art stores nearby besides these, so I just keep going with them for now. And then to finish up ink in general, I have my alcohol markers, and I don't have many of these, but all the ones I have that I frequently use anyway are from Shinhan, and they're the Touch Twin Brush markers. And I have a mini set of cool greys, and I believe the cool greys I have are 0.5, 1, 3, and 6. So I only have 4 in those. And then in the warm greys, which are these ones here, I have 0.5, 2, 4, and 6. But I generally only use the 0.5, the 2, and the 6. I do have a couple of colours, and the two that I tend to use together are Old Red and Pale Pink. I'm not massively fond of the Pale Pink. It came out a lot more fluorescent than I was expecting when I originally ordered it, so I'd probably go for a more pastel one if I was able to, but it works for me so far. One thing I love about the Shinhan brush markers is that you can refill them like you can with Copic. I can't buy Copic markers easily where I am, and the Shinhan ones are much more easily available here, and they end up coming out as cheaper as well than the Copic markers for me. The Shinhan ones are really, really good so far for me. I do tend to use the warm greys the most, these three, out of all of them that I own, but I don't own many. And I'll show you some of the stuff that I do with these when I do my favourite sketchbooks video, which will be coming out after this one. But yeah, let me know what you think about the art supplies I've shown you today. Have you tried any of them before, or any of them new for you? And a little cat has just appeared in my room, so she is demanding cuddles, and I will give her cuddles. Thank you for watching the video, and next time will be a my favourite sketchbooks at the moment video, so look forward to that, and I'll see you next time. Bye!